You're thinking about what if? What if I was single? What if I dated someone who actually listened to me? Hello and welcome to iDivas. For those of you who don't know, I'm Tricia and I'm passionate about inspiring women to not just hang in there but to thrive. Ladies, love is intoxicating. The butterflies, the late night texts, the dream of building a future with someone who seems perfect. But slow down. Just because you're love struck doesn't mean you're meant to be. So let's talk about the 12 signs that you're in an incompatible relationship right now. Because what feels like a fairy tale might be a nightmare in disguise. And you need to realize it before it's too late. So let's get started. The first sign is you can't agree on the big stuff. You want a cozy house in the suburbs with a picket fence while he dreams of a penthouse in the city. You're all about 3 kids and a golden retriever, but he doesn't even want to share his popcorn at the movies. Listen, these aren't just differences in tastes, they're lifestyle clashes that could lead to resentment. If your plans look like 2 completely different Pinterest boards, it's time to ask yourself, are we building the same dream? Now, the second sign is your communication styles clash. He's a texter, you're a caller, he bottles everything up, and you're out there trying to have full-blown TED Talks about your feelings. Listen, communication is the lifeline of any relationship. If it feels like you're speaking different dialects of the same language, that's a red flag. Here's the truth. Healthy communication isn't just about talking. It's about being heard and understood. If you're feeling dismissed or misunderstood, you might be in an emotional tug of war rather than a partnership. Now, the third sign is you're not aligned on values. Values are the core of who you are, whether it's how you spend your money, approach family, or practice your faith. Mismatched values are like termites that slowly eat away at your relationship's foundation. If he thinks Sundays are for sleeping in and eating leftover pizza while you believe they're for church service and brunch, it's a serious misalignment. Don't gloss over these differences, hoping they'll magically, work themselves out, because they won't. And number 4, intimacy feels like a chore. Chemistry is essential. And I'm not just talking about the bedroom, though that's important too. Intimacy includes emotional closeness, physical touch, and that spark that makes you want to spend hours together. If holding hands feels forced, you're dodging his kisses, or you don't want to show affection, it's worth questioning whether the chemistry is there or if you're just going through the motions. And the 5th sign, you're always fighting, or not fighting at all. Fighting isn't always a bad thing, but constant arguments about everything from where to eat to who forgot to take out the trash, they're exhausting. On the flip side, a complete lack of conflict can also be a sign of trouble. If you're both avoiding confrontation because you don't think it's worth it, what else are you avoiding? Healthy couples know how to disagree without being dismissive or disrespectful. If your relationship feels like a WWE SmackDown, or worse, a polite but distant roommate situation, it's time to wake up and do something about it. Living like that is not healthy. And number 6, you're not even comfortable being yourself. Relationships should feel like a soft landing place, not a stage where you're constantly performing. If you're walking on eggshells, hiding major parts of your personality or life, or dimming your light to make your man feel secure, you're doing yourself a disservice. He is not the one. The right guy will embrace all of you. And number 7, your friends and family aren't fans of him. I'm not saying your bestie or your mom gets to dictate your love life, but if people who know you best keep side-eyeing him, it's worth taking a closer look. Sometimes we're so deep in love, that love fog, that we ignore the red flags waving right in front of us. Your close circle has an outside perspective. If they consistently point out incompatibilities or say things like, "Are you sure he's right for you?" don't just brush it off. Listen and reflect. Everybody can't be wrong, so don't ignore number 7. The 8th sign that you're incompatible, you have different definitions of fun. You're all about salsa dancing and weekend getaways, but he's more into gaming marathons and vacationing on the couch. While opposites can attract, having wildly different ideas of fun can lead to boredom or frustration. Don't sleep on this, ladies. If you're constantly compromising to the point where you feel like you're losing yourself, it's a sign that your interests might be too mismatched to break. And number 9, you're not even growing together. A good relationship challenges you to grow, whether it's hitting the gym together, starting a business, or simply encouraging each other to be better. Growth is key. If you feel like you're stagnating or worse, regressing because of the relationship, it's a problem. And the 10th sign is your goals are constantly on hold. Look, love should magnify your life, not shrink it. If you shelved your dreams of traveling, going back to school, or chasing a career because of him, that's not a good sign. A supportive partner will push you to chase your goals, not encourage you to abandon them. And number 11, you're more drained than fulfilled. At the end of the day, your relationship should feel like a haven. If you're constantly stressed, anxious, or questioning why you're even in it, the relationship is taking more than it's giving. A healthy relationship adds to your life. It doesn't deplete you. Number 12, you're thinking about what if. What if I was single? What if I dated someone who actually listened to me? If these thoughts are becoming frequent visitors in your mind, it's a sign that your relationship isn't fulfilling you. Daydreaming about a different life is your subconscious waving a neon sign that something isn't right. You've checked off a few of these signs and wonder what's next. First, take a deep breath. Recognizing incompatibility isn't a failure. It's a step towards clarity. Incompatibility isn't about blame. It's about recognizing that love alone isn't always enough. The right relationship will feel like a partnership, not a never-ending project. If you've been ignoring these little or not so little signs, consider this your wake-up call. Life is too short to settle for anything less than a love that truly fits. Thanks for watching, and please comment below if any of these signs resonate with you. And be sure to like, subscribe, and watch the next video. And I'll see you in the next one.